Hi guys, we have this PS5 Slim digital version coming in today for the HDMI port replacement. As you see there, the port is damaged pretty bad. A piece of it is missing. So let's open it together and replace it out, okay? Now, to disassemble it, usually if you need to get it clean and stuff like that, you just pop these off and blow out the fan and all the dust around. But this is pretty much how you do it is you want to, I guess, uh, pull at this cap here. What you want to do is bend and kind of like bend it, push down and bend up at the same time. It will release the hinges, the clip there. As you see, these are the clip, and this is pretty much you just slide in, okay? So same thing go for the bottom panel. You just want to kind of like bend it out, push it down, and bend it up at the same time to create that wave, so it has some room to get out, I guess. Now there will be screw there. Here, you will see it. Just look around. But most important thing is if you look at it, like this right here, it had two dot, and I guess some will have one dot, like this one right here. It will have one dot, and I believe these two corner, I don't see any dot to them at all. But the rest is all the same. Now, the reason why I say keep an eye out for those dots is because the screws are different in size, and I guess Sony had nice enough to label it for us. Like that is a two dotted one, and this type is the one dotted one. Okay. Now these two are not labeled, but these are the type of screw there. So keep that in mind. And there is a sticker here that you want to lift up and unplug this fan connector. Okay. What you want to do is wiggle it lightly, and it should come off. Wiggle it while you're pulling it. Okay. Now same thing go for the fan. There are dots on there that will tell you which one, so it should be okay. Yeah, this one screw here, this is where if you want to add your external, or I guess put more SSD storage into it, just that one screw. Okay. Overall wasn't too hard. Let me just get all the screw out. Uh, Now what you want to do is just lift it straight up, and that will expose the bottom. Okay. Okay, after you expose that, you will see all the screw here. You have to take them off, and this Wi-Fi connector too, I guess. However, most important thing is if you see the cut there, uh, when you see these cut, or like just two, this is four, but sometimes you see two cut, that means that there's no screw going into it. Okay, just keep that in mind. Now the only one that I see that doesn't have a screw and doesn't have a cut is this guy right here, and this is usually for the this version. You could buy the this version and then the drive itself and just put it in here, and you'll become a, I guess, a drive version. Okay, keep that in mind. There's a lot of screw, so just keep on doing it till you remove all the screw. Okay. Okay, guys, keep in mind this one screw is very long, and that even though I, on here you see that cut, I don't know if you can see it from there or not, but remember how I say what if there's cut, there won't be any screw except for this one. Okay, I guess after you get that out, there will be this connector here. What you want to do is press down on that metal clip and pull it out. Okay, so that is out of the way. Now you should be free to lift this metal housing off of it. Now to remove this metal cap here, what you want to do is just lift it up. However, keep in mind there will be some, depend on certain one, there will be some fight. Just wiggle it a little bit. All right, trying to check it. What it is the thermal paste or thermal material. As you see, these blue thing here is stuck to the metal sheet itself. So just take your time, move, shake it a little bit, move it around, give it some fight, and it should come off easily for you. Okay. Now there will be two screw, one here and one here, holding the motherboard down. And also we have to take these two screw off to take this out of the way so we can lift up the motherboard. Now after you remove that, this is also come off. Okay. Now your motherboard should be free to get off now. Now to take the motherboard off, what you want to do is go between the board and the metal sheet at the bottom there and trying to lift it up. I know there will be some fight to it, but mostly is this guy right here. There's like two brunks going down, straight down, deep. So you want to lift this side up as you at the end of it. That's where it get to release the motherboard off. Okay, and you just have to work around until that spot. Just remember to lift that up, and it should come up pretty easy. Just don't try to take it off in one piece because, like I said, this spot gonna need help to lift up, and that is out of the way. Very nice motherboard, guys. Very nice design. But overall, they go into the back room, so we could replace this port out. Okay. All right, guys. I know it's gonna be hard for you guys to see this one. However, I want to point this out. Uh, if you see there, all this pin, are not connected to the motherboard right now. Usually I would say like one or two, but this is most almost every single one is not connected to the motherboard, and uh, there's no way if I could tell if there any missing pad underneath it or not, because once it's lifted up from the board that much and that many, the chance of it ripped the pad from the motherboard itself is very high. And I do not know if it's too many or just one or two. I could work on it, but if it's a lot, it would take a longer time to do, and I have to charge the customer more. You know, but that is very bad. Even though it looked fine like that, but seemed like every single bit and piece of it is already gone. So I guess, remove it with heat guns, and hopefully all the pad is still there. It'll make our job easier. Okay, much much easier. All right, now for this part, you're gonna need a heat gun. Um, it's all depending on the one that you got. The temperature gonna be different. But for I actually put it max all the way up, with the airflow around like 30. I think I'm not sure what that 30 is for. But I don't want the heat to travel everywhere onto the motherboard. So I use only like about 30 fan speed, and the maximum of the heat is all the way up. Okay. And what I'm doing now is pretty much I'm just preheating the top pin section of the port itself right now. I know you could just go down from the bottom and wait till it get hot, total melt, and then just take it off. But that way is not. I'll prefer this way more. At least I know all the pin is melted first, and then as you put heat down the bottom, you know it, it, it'll it doesn't make mistakes by like, oh yeah, one of the pins still connected to the board, and you pull the port up and rip the pad off the board. Okay. I would definitely recommend this way a lot more. You don't need to be too long. I would say about 30-second, 40-second on top, so the top part of the board get hot first, and then you do the bottom while the top is still, I guess, hot. Okay. And yes, right now I do record I guess the video through the microscope. However, I'm not looking at the microscope right now, because uh, I guess it's my microscope. When I do the recording, I can only see only on one side of the scope, and I can't really see that well on one side. So I'm just recording it so you guys can see. But as I do, I will do without looking, I guess, without looking at under the microscope. I will look outside, um, and it worked. It worked. So I had to do this many times, and so none too bad. Most important thing is when you do from the bottom, um, you want to be able to do from the bottom, yes, but remember not to come too close to the motherboard, because if you accidentally touch the bottom of the motherboard, you may, thing may fly around and stuff like that. You don't want that. Okay. See, come up pretty easy there. So let's examine real quick under microscope. Everything seemed to be still there. Perfect. Oh, congratulations. This way make our job a lot easier. Um, so instead, let the board clean the board up and let it cool down and preheat again. I just continue the heat so it could melt faster, and then I will just put this on and align it up. Okay. And once it's in, you just want to remove the heat and let it cool down, I guess. And then from there, we will touch up anything that is not connected. But most of the time, when you do this, everything is in place and it's pretty solid. All right. Okay, board is cooled down now. So let's clean it up and see if we need to touch up or something like that. Okay. Sorry for the camera view, guys. It's a tight spot, and there is no way for me to, I guess, get a better view angle for you guys. But this is the best I could come up with. Okay. For now, I gotta try to work on a different microscope. I love this microscope, but um, I guess when I do the recording through the microscope, I can't really see none. So um, I'm just eyeballing it right now as I go. But overall, it looked pretty good. It looked pretty solid. And the best way to test that right now is to poke at it. I know it's harsh, but that is the only way for us to know if it's solid or not. Okay. And if the heat gun part that you did is right, everything should be solid enough where you don't have to rerun anything on top of it. As you see, it's so far so good here. I don't want to speak a little too soon, but everything seemed to be a-okay. No wiggle, solid. Uh, yeah, I think that's all we need. We don't need to touch up anything. You can if you like to, but this is solid enough for me. It seemed to be fine. Now the other thing I see here, I don't know if you guys can see this or not, but something is off right there. I believe this thing right here supposed to be here. So I wonder how it get itself to there. I think that's already there from the beginning, but I just wonder how it gets stuck there. That's amazing. How did I get there and how it's stuck there? Um, or is this part of this and there's something else here that is already gone? I know for sure there's something here, but I do not know about this part. This is very new to me here. So let me do some research. Let me look at the other board I have, maybe. But yeah, this supposed to be here, I believe. And it, because the old port been pushed out so much that it fly out the way. However, I just don't know how it fly out and anchor or glue itself here, or unless my let me clean up first and see if that's gonna do any help us by moving it around or something. Because I don't I don't see any solder joint there at all, but that thing is solid stuck there for some reason. So that is different to me. Yeah, it's stuck there. And the funny thing is, I don't see any solder point there at all. Sorry guys. I know my, like I said, I need a new microscope. Because this thing I had to manually do everything. Focus, zoom, and I can only see only one side, the eyeball right now, so I can't really tell. Wow, this thing is how? How? Wow. That is very different. All right, let me give me some time. I'll be back. Let me look at some close-up pictures. Let's see if that thing's supposed to be there or not. I doubt it very much because, like I said, I don't see any solder point there at all. But this thing won't budge. Um, so that is very different. And I know this supposed to be that supposed to have a whatever this is supposed to be a capacitor. Uh, that is very different. All right. All right, guys. Yeah, my microscope sucks. Anyway, when I removed the microscope from the recording, I was able to zoom in, and that thing looked that like it's supposed to be there. You see that? Um, Nothing too bad. So I'm just gonna go and put a capacitor where is missing there, which is right here. And then we're going from there. As much as I hate to do the recording while I work on small stuff like this, because I need both of my eyes to see it. So please excuse my work if it's a little messy, okay? But just to make the sake to make a video. If I can, I would. If I can, I'm just gonna record it off on my phone there, and then no microscope. But it seemed to be okay. So let's start. And once I'm gonna do that, I'm just gonna touch up the breast too, since I had to use the soldering iron. So I'm just gonna put all this on here. And I'm gonna touch up all the pin leg too while I'm at it. And now for those who need this capacitor, I believe it's the 0.1 microfarad. Just in case you don't have one laying around and you have other motherboard that you need to look for, and you could use the 1 microfarad. Okay, that's all it is. Okay, perfect. It's gonna be tricky with one eyes, guys, really, but just for the sake of the video, so bear with me here. I'm cramping up all the spot. This thing doesn't have any solder on it. Oh, I gotta turn this on. Yeah, but one eyes, guys, I can't really see none. I could see it, but I cannot see how high or how low it is. So that's automatic. Let me touch up these pins so I don't have to go I'm gonna try one more time, and if I can't do it, I'm gonna cut off the microscope just to be able to work on it, okay? I do apologize in advance for this, but things happen. Is it standing up right now? Can't tell. Wow, yeah, it's very bad with one eye, guys. I think that should be it. At least for the video, I'll clean it up so you guys can see it. But then I think I'm gonna fix it because I don't like the way it lay like that. It doesn't look good at all. I know it's connected. You could just leave it the way it is, but that is not how I want to do this. At least you guys see partial of the video of how and stuff like that. But let me just fix it without without recording, and then we go on from there. Okay. Pretty much what I'm doing now, and I'm just gonna touch up all this pin leg to while I'm at it. It shouldn't take too long. Now regarding to the capacitor, right now it's too much of solder on it, so I can't remove it with one of the solder gun here. But I will examine it just to see after I clean up and see if it's okay. If not, I will fix it and lay right, but I don't think it's bad right now. Alright guys, like I tell you, I'm gonna do it and then show you guys from the microscope. I know it's not laying straight, but because there was so much solder on each side, so I can't really move it with one, and as long as it stays, it will work. So there's no point of me trying to align it, make it straight, okay? But that is good enough. The other thing you can try to do now is make sure there's connection between the 2 points, just to verify. So I'm gonna use my trusty multimeter here and see if we could have some continuous sound come from it. Okay. That's good. All right. Okay. That is good. This point is supposed to stay together. There is continuous sound. Good. And this side is together. Okay, perfect. Nothing over here. Okay. Yeah, it looked good. And now I think that's the job is done. And we're gonna let the alcohol. I'm gonna wipe it up a little bit more and let the alcohol dry. And we're gonna reassemble it. And we're gonna test it. But I know that cap could be a bit more straight. But you know, it doesn't affect much on the work of how the PS5 work at all. So I'm just gonna leave it the way it is. It's not half bad. It's, you know, it could be like one teeny hairline over more would be better, but that is not bad. So I'll see you guys outside. All right, guys, we are back out in the front workstation now. However, I want to point this out to you. I don't know if I can zoom in much enough. Um, but what it is on here. There is this liquid metal. What you want to do is, it's okay. As soon as it come down, it will smush out. I guess it will spread out. But you want to at least pull it somewhere in the middle. That way, it will help a lot more. Um, I had this thing here. It doesn't stick to it like that, so I could move it around. But what you want to do is just get all that, whatever you can. If you don't have a con swap like this, just get a knife or some type of metal stick that will work too. I don't know if this is any different. They charge me more for this, and it look exactly like a Q-tip, you know. But I never tried a Q-tip, so I don't even know if it's a con swap or some special type of material on here. So I do not know. Okay, but what you want to do is trying to point it to the middle as much as you can, and as the motherboard sit on it, it will, I guess, spread it out evenly. Okay. For now, I'm just gonna reassemble this. Same exact way that you take it out, just in reverse order. So I'm probably gonna speed up the video for the sake of the time there. Uh, but it should be easy enough. It shouldn't be too hard. Okay, guys. Most important thing is I want to put this in and turn it on and test it. All right, first thing first. Uh, I know it's not fully connected, but I just need a fan and this ribbon to be plugged in, and I will plug the power in and turn on and make sure we have display first before anything else. All right. Okay, fan is running. Let's see if we will have power on there. Picture logo up. I guess that's it. So now we just have to reassemble everything and call the customer up for the good news, I guess. All right, guys. Um, Job well done. I'm just gonna plug it in and turn it on one more time and make sure that it turn on. But overall, it wasn't too hard. I thought the pin gonna be so bad that some pad gonna be missing. However, luckily, all the pin pad is there, and is up and running now. I hope this video is helpful to, I guess, whoever need to see how to disassemble it and clean it, or like to work on the HDMI port. Regarding to cleaning should be easy, and regarding to disassemble it, to change out these covers should be easy. However, for the port replacement, you do need heat guns and I guess soldering gun and stuff like that, and you do need to be a little bit, believe me, it's not gonna be done perfectly on the first try. Okay, it will take time because it's one of the skill that I guess require time or multiple try to get to that level. But overall, it's really straightforward. And thank you for watching the video. If you uh, think if you find this is helpful, please like, share, and subscribe. Um, and yeah, again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Thank you.